Is muscle soreness actually a good indicator of a good workout or manual therapy session? In this video, I'll discuss some of my thoughts on muscle soreness. I wanted to make a quick video on muscle soreness. So typically when we gauge the effectiveness of either a workout, or maybe it's a massage, or some self-myofascial release with a lacrosse ball or a foam roller, we gauge the effectiveness on how sore we are afterwards. The more sore, the better the workout, or the better the soft tissue work that we had performed. But in general, I think this is a bad way to gauge the effectiveness of a treatment or of an exercise program. I think we need to take a step back and say, what is the outcome that we're trying to achieve? So with exercise, maybe we're trying to get stronger, run faster, or run longer, or we're trying to lose weight. So those are the metrics we should be paying attention to, not necessarily how sore we are after each workout. That muscle soreness is more of a side effect. That's not why we're necessarily doing the exercise. And in fact, if we're looking at recovery, that soreness kind of limits our time that we can train. So if we're sore all the time, we start to run the risk of actually overtraining because our tissues aren't able to adapt to the loads that were being placed on them. From a soft tissue, manual therapy, self-myofascial release standpoint, more is not necessarily better. So the reason why we're doing manual therapy is not to make our muscles sore, but we're trying to either improve range of motion or decrease pain. So again, those are the metrics that we should be paying attention to. So if we're doing soft tissue work in the shoulder, we want to say, well, how is my range of motion in my shoulder after it, not how sore did I make my rhomboids or posterior rotator cuff or something like that. But with all that being said, I don't think that soreness is something that we have to completely avoid. It's a side effect. So if we exercise pretty hard one day, or if we do a lot of stretching and mobilizations, we might be a little bit sore in the tissues, and that's okay. I just don't think that it's something that we need to strive for. After all, we can all design exercises to make us sore. We could just do 4 hours worth of burpees or 4 hours worth of push-ups, and that'll make our muscles sore, and we'll certainly feel it the next day. But that doesn't mean that we're any closer to achieving whatever we want to achieve. Same thing with soft tissue work. We can use a barbell or a kettlebell to really put a lot of pressure on the tissues to try to break up that scar tissue or whatever we're trying to achieve, but that's not going to necessarily increase our range of motion or decrease the pain. So in summary, I think that whenever we use these treatment interventions, whether that's exercise, manual therapy, massage, self-myofascial release with a lacrosse ball or a foam roller, we need to make sure that we focus on what we're trying to achieve. So whether that's trying to increase the strength of a muscle, improve the range of motion in a joint, or decrease the pain, those are the outcomes that we should be tracking, and those are the ones that we should be focused on. Not focused on just trying to create muscle soreness, which is more of a side effect of those treatments. Thank you for watching this episode on muscle soreness. I hope that you found this information useful. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave me a comment below on what you think about muscle soreness. If you found this information useful, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, which, this side. I'm going to go with this side for sure. But if they switched it, go ahead and push it over there. Wherever that red subscribe button is, go ahead and press that button. And I'll see you guys in the next video.